Okay, guys. So good day. This is our second to the last topic for our management, and it's all about ship-to-shore communication simulation. It is under the fire emergency with injured crew. So our focus now is to the ship and shore communication simulation, specifically addressing with a fire emergency with a injured crew member. This simulation is a designed to mimic real life situations where effective communications is very crucial. Kasi as you all know, no communication is vital during this kind of accident. So first, let us understand the scenario. Imagine a fire breaks out in the engine room. So there's a crew member working there and efficiently to control the flames. So, but unfortunately, one of the crew member is injured. So suffering from burns and smoke inhalation. So the key here is to ensure that the communication from the ship to shore is clear, complete, and professional. So this involves the detailing the situation. It must be detailed information, the accuracy, reporting the crew members' condition, kung ano yung lagay ng tao, and requesting necessary assistance, kung ano yung klaseng assistance na kailangan when you are calling to the shore. So remember, in a emergency like this is one of the essence, the ability to convey critical information. Meaning to convey, to transfer the information in a such way na hindi malilito yung tutulong sa atin. So with this, the ability to convey information swiftly can make a significant difference. So as we move forward, we're going to explore the importance of these communication skills, both exams and in a real life scenarios. So what is this activity? So let's dive into this activity. It's all about the importance to understand that these skills are vital for both board exams and real life situations. So once you get on board, magagamit nyo siya or ma-apply nyo siya. So this activity is designed to simulate the communication between the process during the emergency, specifically focusing on the scenario. No, the scenario was there's a fire breakout on board and a crew member got injured. So the primary goal here is to help students, no, to grasp the essential of delivering clear and complete professional communication to the and what is the assistance required? Ano yung kailangan nating assistance doon sa shore na tinatawagan natin para nanghihingi tayo ng tulong. So we want you to learn how to effectively convey the communication, the situation, the urgency, and the specific help needed by the person. So with this, no, ensuring that the response mabilis at alam natin na malinaw at during the stressful situation and managing those stress is help us to manage the emergency efficiently. So there are communication skills that can make a significant difference pagdating sa crisis management. So understanding this importance, fire safety is crucial for everyone on board ship kasi lahat doon nagsisimula, no? So firstly, it is important that fire is rapid chemical reaction, no? As we discussed last time, no? The chain reaction, the fire tetrahedron, yung magtatanggal tayo ng isang element para matanggal yung cause ng fire. So with this chemical reaction between fuel and oxygen producing heat and light. So this is seemingly simple process can become extremely dangerous that the confined or isolated environment of ship, no? Because in ship situation, very unique siya, immediate external help is very limited. As we all know, we're surrounded by bodies of water. So this means the crew must rely on each other's skills and their training. So kaya tayo maraming tinetake na training kasi we are responsible for each one of us. And those training is very helpful, especially during such situation katulad ng crew member na na-injured or any other kinds of accidents on board. So furthermore, like the enclosed spaces on board ship can cause fire to spread quickly. So heat and smoke can trap and make it more challenging to control the situation. So we have a initial actions on board. So when a fire was detected, the crew immediate actions were very critical. So the alarm system was triggered right away. So ensuring that all crew members are alerted in the emergency. So tutunog sa barko yung fire alarm, then there must be a quick reaction sa bawat crew member, and it is very essential kasi dun sa fire alarm na yun, you will going to know and how to manage the onboard emergency. So this fire response team, no, yung sinasabi natin sa master station. So si fire response team managed to mobilize and heading straight to the engine room, and through the coordinated efforts, they be successful extinguish the fire. By the way, sa engine room kapag merong fire sa engine, ang ah, firefighting team is coming from the engine side. Kapag naman sa deck, yung firefighting team is coming from the deck side, meaning deck officers or deck ratings kapag sa deck. Kapag sa engine, engine officers or engine ratings. Bakit? Kasi the one who is familiar with the functions and with this equipment under the specific area is the one who is working on that area. For example, yung engine. Siyempre kapag may fire mismo, kung hindi niyo nakikita yung dinadaanan niyo, hindi niyo rin nakikita yung lugar, so total blackout. So tendency, if you are working on that environment, alam mo kung saan kahit na, sabihin natin na madilim, may makapaka, alam mo kung saan part ng working area niyo yon kasi doon ka nagtatrabaho. Kaya kapag merong fire sa engine, si engine yung magiging firefighter. Kapag sa deck naman, si deck ang magfa-firefighting. So after the fire, kunyari mo na the fire is under control, so attention shifted to the injured crew member. So kung naapulan niyo na yung fire, all of the attention now is dun na sa injured crew member. So they were immediately promptly rescued and administered the first aid. So siyempre si first aid yung mauuna diyan. Then kapag na-administered na ng first aid 'no, the crew readiness must be the handle the injuries 'no. Dapat they know how to handle the injuries of the person. So finally, si master yung magto-took over or siya yung magte-take charge to assessing the situation. Then, after assessing the situation, he must prepare the communication with the company. So that is the role of the master pagdating sa chain of command. Then, ano nga ba yung purpose ng communication? So when discussing the purpose of the communication, in this situation, it is very critical role in place in ensuring the safety and well-being of the crew member. So first, we need to highlight the primary goal of the communication is to formally report the incident details to the company. Ayun yung pinakamahalaga. So this includes providing the comprehensive update on the current situation on board the vessel. Kung ano yung current ng ano yung nangyayari sa barko nyo? Ano yung lagay after the fire? Dapat ma-report nyo sa vessel, sa company. Then after that, stress the importance of requesting the medical assistance. For example, kailangan namin ng medical assistance kasi nagkaroon ng ganitong aksidente. For example, nagkaroon ng third degree burn yung casualty, no? So ganito yung kailangan naming medical assistance para malinaw sa tinatawagan niyo, bakit niyo hinihingi yung ganoong klase ng assistance. Kasi napaliwanag niyo kung ano yung nangyari sa crew member. So with this, it is crucial and it helps to determine the appropriate next step para alam din nila at prepared sila. Kasi siyempre, imagine niyo 'no, magkakaroon ng helicopter operation. Just for example, nando'n kayo sa gitna ng laot and the only way para makapunta sa barko niyo is through helicopter, and helicopter operation is very expensive. Gagamit kayo ng ah, fuel or gas sa paggamit niyo ng helicopter, and kung magbibigay kayo ng konting detalye tapos pabalik-balik, hindi kailangang sobrang dami ng detalye. Ang kailangan is yung exact detail na hinihingi para mabigay yung assistance na kinakailangan niyo. Then when you underline the necessary communication in facilitating time and effective response, it ensures that all parties are informed and coordinated actions to address the situations. So remember, the details na ibibigay nyo, it must be clear, precise. Communication is very vital in emergency to safeguard the crew and maintain the operational integrity of the vessel. Then pagdating naman sa communication methods, no, effective communications between the ship and the company prioritize speed and reliability. So primary using the satellite phones or quick contact with the emergency. So email, no, yung mga emails natin diyan, it serves as the secondary method for documentation. So while radio communication, no, I know we are undergoing the GMDSS, no, and this GMDSS help us to give informations to the other parties through satellites. No, that is the purpose of the subsystems, the VHF, the MFHF, no, the SART. No, choosing the right communication method because ang daming subsystems ng ating GMDSS, and choosing the right communication method is very crucial, and it ensuring the message are timely and accurately received by the person who is responsible to receive the messages. And accurately, especially during the emergencies, and enhancing safety and response effectiveness. Baka mamaya tumatawag kayo sa MFHF and di naman ayun yung kailangan yung tawagan. Kailangan niyong gamitin na subsystems. And remember, no, hindi ko na masyadong i-expound pa pagdating sa GMDSS. So remember, when you're using subsystems of the GMDSS, you must be familiar which channel and what is the appropriate subsystems ng gagamitin nyo during such emergencies on board ship. An example of voice communication or effective communication reports require a clear tone and detailed information. So for instance, detailed informations, no, we're going to set an example. Good day, company. This is MB Pacific Star. We experience at sea in the engine room at 1400, no? 1400. The fire is now controlled. So one crew member sustained burn injuries and smoke inhalation. First aid has been administered. We request medical advice and possible evacuation. So clear and concise. Na sinabi nyo kung saan yung kung anong oras, saan nagkaroon ng fire, and if the fire is under control at ano yung nangyari doon sa crew member. So in this structure, it includes an introduction and the incident details, status, and the specific request, and all essentials for an effective response, like also the professionalism conveys the urgency, and while complete information allows the timely action. So practicing these guidelines ensures that reports are effective and actionable, especially in emergencies where every second is counts. Kasi hindi nyo alam kung gaano kabilis mag-i-spread yung fire, or kung matutulungan nyo ba kaagad yung tao dahil doon sa fire, na sa paglaganap ng fire. Then in this section, no, it emphasized the significance of clear professional communication in emergency. So for example, one, no, sir, there is a fire, someone is hurt, help. So kapag gano'n yung tinawag nyo, tandaan nyo, lack of crucial details like yung location, saan ba yun, injury extent, and the situation status. Bigla lang kayo tumawag, sir, there's a fire, someone is hurt, help. Malay-malay namin kung nasaan ka, kung ano yung nangyari, nasaktan siya, saan banda siya nasaktan, at anong klaseng help yung kailangan nyo. For example, example number 2, no, it is the detailed one. Good day, company. This is MB Pacific Star, 14 degrees, 13 minutes north, 120 degrees, 50 minutes east. Engine room fire occurred in 1400. Now controlled, one crew member has been in second degree burns and smoke inhalation. First aid given. So requesting medical advice and possible medevac. Medevac is medical evacuation. So provides vessel identity, no, location, emergency details, injury specifics, and the requested assistance. So very detailed, binigay niyo yung information ng vessel, kung saan yung location niya, and what kind of assistance you're going to expect from the rescuer. So through this communication, it enables swift and targeted response, which can save lives and reduce the damage on board ship. So in our discussion on the effective voice communication, we emphasize the critical elements for creating useful and actionable reports. So the key details, it includes the vessel name, the position of the vessel, the time, the incident, the type of the emergency, the current situation, and the status. So number of the injured personnel also it is required, and including the injury type and the kung gaano siya kalala. So specific assistance requested to mobilize the resources efficiently. Bigay niyo yung klase ng assistance na kailangan niyo kung ano yung sa tingin niyo ang kailangan para ma-manage nila na mabilis. Hindi yung, sa tingin ko ganito, eh, parang ganito kasi yung nangyari. No, it must be exact and on point yung sasabihin niyo para mabigay kaagad nila yung assistance na, dadalhin nila. Tandaan niyo 'no, hindi siya kapitbahay niyo lang na malapit kayong puntahan. You are in a vessel in which the vessel is far away from the shore. No, kaya kung magbibigay kayo ng information, it must be detailed and exact. So by providing a complete and a precise information, it is essential for a quick and accurate company response, ultimately by ensuring everyone's safety on board ship. So in this slide, no, we're going to analyze an effective communication statement detail. So again, no, the ship identification and location, the MB Pacific Star at the position, no, position is given, the latitude, longitude, the time of the incident, the situation status, no, the engine room fire control, it indicates the immediate danger is managed and reassuring the audience. No? For the time of the incident, you establish the timeline, the crucial coordinating follow-up actions. No? Kasi kapag binigay niyo yung location, no, it provides essential coordinates for the location by the response team. Madaling nila kayo malolocate. Then kapag binigay niyo naman yung time, no, maa-assess nila or they can establish a timeline crucial for the coordinating and follow-up actions. Then kapag binigay niyo naman yung situation status like the engine fire control room, controlled, the engine room fire is already controlled, no, it indicates that the immediate danger is manageable, no, and reassuring the audience kung sino yung tinatawagan niyo. And the injury description on the one crew member burned with difficulty breathing. So it conveys that the severity and the urgency of the injuries. And the medical assistance request, like the medevac, no, specifies that needed resources for the prompt response. Meaning, kailangan pa rin ng medical assistance or medical evacuation for the member or for the crew member na nagkaroon ng accident. So each component, it is very vital for delivering clear and actionable emergency information. So, when presenting naman ng example of the email report, so you need to stress and clear communication in the emergencies. So you're going to start with the urgent, no, fire incident with the injured crew member indicating the urgency. And we're going to discuss the body of the email and explains the fire is being controlled and it is injured crew member needs attention including the first aid measures taken. No, kaya ako sinasabi itong simulation na 'to, ito yung, ginawa niyong scenario sa output niyo in which you have simulated a scenario and ito naman yung dapat sinundan yung, process 'no. So it emphasize also you're going to discuss the body of the email which explains the fire is being controlled and the injured crew member needs, attention including first aid already taken. And you need also to emphasize the location and note that the respectful of request, medical advice, or possible evacuation, ensuring that the crew is safety. So encourage a calm tone, no? Hindi yung tumatawag kayo, kayo na yung nanghihingi ng tulong, kayo pa yung parang or kayo na yung nag-e-email na parang kayo pa yung bossy. So calm tone to prevent miscommunication and suggest adapting this structured approach to other emergency scenarios. So in this slide, we discuss the company's emergency response plan to an injured crew member. So the key action is administering the oxygen to establish breathing to the person needs. No, cooling burns with the clean water for immediate first aid. No, tandaan nyo, we're referring into the uh, fire na nangyari. And preparing a potential evacuation for the swift action and arranging telemedical consultation for a remote expert guidance or calling because wala naman tayong doktor sa barko, and requesting a regular updates from the vessel to monitor the situation. Then, ang kailangan yung mangyari 'no, kung na-establish niyo na yung communication 'no, kung na-establish na ni master, ang kailangan is the continuous updates on the patient's condition. So, such as reporting the consciousness and the improved breathing of the patient and allowing company to adjust the care and the preparations. Kasi baka mamaya nag-improve na yung kalagayan ni patient, then kayo yung last na email nyo doon sa company is yung email nyo pa kung ano yung unang nangyari dun kay patient. So, dapat nagre-regular updates kayo for the ongoing communication kasi it is very essential for timely guidance and managing the situation, including the potential evacuation actions of the patient. So, in maritime emergency communication, it should be immediate, clear, complete, and calm. No, in emergency, no, quick communication, it is very vital and timely response. Dapat meron din clarity, no, to ensure that everyone understands the situation at hindi nagkakaroon ng misinterpretation and completeness. No, you need to provide all the necessary information, the details, and it must be comprehensive and understandable. And the calmness, no, maintain calm and reduce the panic. No, minsan dahil sa panic doon nagkakaroon ng miscommunication. Baka mamaya okay na pero ikaw parang nando'n ka pa rin sa state of panic na parang hindi pa okay yung tao. Buhay na pala pero ikaw parang patay na yung tao kakasigaw mo, no? So following the principles, it enhance the communication effectiveness in a high stress situation. So, in real life importance, no, today we emphasize the critical role no, of effective communication in a maritime operation. So, a delay or sharing a vital information can lead to a catastrophic consequences for the crew and the vessel. And again, effective communication, it ensures that the safety facilitates timely assistance and can save lives. So it is very essential also from protecting the both crew and the vessel integrity. So remember, communication involves the clarity, accuracy, and the timing. So let's prioritize in our operation. And to conclude, no, effective ship-short communication, it is very essential for the safety for everyone on board, no, potentially preventing disaster because in maritime, no, professional must master the skill to ensure that the emergency responses clear, timely, and communication upholds the safety and maintains the integrity of the maritime operations. So let us commit that enhancing this crucial ability. No, kung meron kayong mga questions 'no, just raise your virtual hand 'no, para ma-address natin yung questions niyo. But by the way 'no, we have these maritime terms 'no, na narinig niyo kanina. And, I know some of these terms are already, taken for your GMDSS, but let me reiterate these, terms 'no. Like just for example, the ship-to-shore communication, this is a vital communication of exchange between vessels and shore authorities and crucial for operation. This medevac or the medical evacuation, it is used for injured crew members to medical facilities, often involving helicopters or rescue boat. Then we have the first aid. It is the immediate care for the injuries before professional help arrives. It is critical for stabilizing the victims. We have the smoke inhalation, a serious condition from harmful stroke exposure and requiring prompt attention during the onboard fires. And also, of course, GMDSS, the Global Maritime Distress and Safety System, an international framework for sending distress alerts and ensuring the safety. And the medical advice, the medical guidance from onshore doctors when no onboard physician is available and there is no onboard physician is available on board ship. So we need the assistance for the telemedical advice. So with this, vital for health emergencies and engagement. For our application of terms in this scenario, master uses the ship-to-shore communication to report for the fire incident, no, because communication, uh, ensuring effective management and mobilization of support and immediate first aid for an injured crew member is crucial for their well-being. The company offers telemedical advice, no, for appropriate care for no doctor is present, and if necessary, coordinate as medevac using the GMDSS. So communication system for rescue operations, understanding these terms enhances the safety and response of the emergencies. Kung matatandaan nyo itong maritime terms natin, no, nandito siya sa isang sentences. Which is, on this scenario, si Master ginamit niya yung ship-to-shore communication with the injured crew member and receive a first aid. No? So sa first aid, sinabi niya kung ano yung first aid kasi nagkaroon ng burns at smoke inhalation. Then si company provide yung telemedical advice coming from the doctors on shore and it is being arranged using the GMDSS communication systems. So again, no, that is the second to the last topic of our uh, management, and this is included for our finals and you can take a break, no, and uh after 30 minutes we're going to have a short quiz, 20 minutes quiz regarding with our presentation. So take a break, health break, or have a snack and be back around after 30 minutes for a quiz. Thank you.